My friend from Sri Lanka missed out now because um, he came back with a guy from a Jamaican guy, and I think that was an act. These guys these guys are in the swimming pool at 42 London, I reckon. Um, they came did a very good act of a couple of junkies getting ready to rob me, so I kicked them out. Um, I gave him a tenner, so I've spent 30 quid on crack cocaine, and I also I think I phoned a crack dealer because I lent the guy my phone. But we're trying to deal with somebody with an e-biz obsession and a money addiction by the sounds of it. I don't know who it is. It can't be you, Polly Boyko, can it? If it is, I'll help sort it out, because that doesn't look like something that's too difficult to. Here's my climbing gear now. The mountain is definitely it's not that big. We're getting there. I just sorted out China. Seems like I'm the cause of Falun Gong because I talked about the possibility that the art of war and the Tao Te Ching might be written by the same person in two different eras. So am I a terrorist in China as well? And the Uyghurs, is that because Sarah Murray and I went there and set it on fire? She was up to something, and so was Bronwyn Manby. I met you on the same trip, and so was that American girl. So you all, but look what you're doing to people. Just check that playlist, the Don Killuminati, Tupac. So it sounds like all these gangs around the place were all just started for people trying to live their lives and make music. I tweeted something about policemen and butterfly loops and things. We do seem to have a lot of stuff really well sorted out here. My neighbors are Buddhists. They meditate 2 hours a day. She meditates 2 hours a day. The people on this side haven't made themselves. They're not very happy about this house, I don't think. My internet was definitely behaving funnily. There's some really interesting control that the landlord has over the Wi-Fi. So I'm just eating his noodles, and I've left the second Jesus out on the street. The other Jesus was spending 10 quid a day of the money I gave him, which I'm fine by. I don't think I usually spend that much, but his 100 quid is not going to last very long. And he'd forgotten the name of the song that I asked him to learn. Buskers these days. But he bought himself a bicycle by the look of it. So he's got a bicycle and a guitar. And we've got a double-decker bus from London Transport. And we've got an X5 M50 that we can hire. We just need to find the money to pay for it. We've also had a nice tutorial on how to set up a big e-business. I don't think we're doing too badly, and this Buddhist lady told me that I've got to sort myself out and my house before I start reaching out. I should help people by telephone. She said she does that every day. She helps someone find a house and helps someone find a job. She does it by telephone. She seems much more balanced than me. Her husband's coming back. That he climbed one of those mountains near Mustagato or Kongur, but it's the other one. Maybe it's the third one. Maybe he's gone and crucified himself. It was the one that I was supposed to be trying to. Except Peter. I've forgotten your name. Peter. I've even forgotten the name of the guy who was there researching his great-grandfather's role in the Great Game. Or was it his grandfather? Who smoked cigarettes in my tent and made burnt a cigarette hole in it. And she said, you've got to be honest with yourself. Well, maybe I should be honest with myself, but you can't be honest with yourself when you don't know enough about human biology or technology or communication, advances in communication technology, or what people are really doing. And it's hidden from you, and you've got very few people to talk to. The highest qualified technical person I've talked to recently was this guy with a level 3 in IT or whatever. So that's it. I mean, there's all sorts of things are possible, but until I see what people are doing, maybe I should check this research on water and femtosecond chemistry, because that does sound pretty interesting. And it might be that just that one group in that one laboratory that are doing those experiments are actually changing all of the they're changing the chemistry and physics all over the world. So you might be able to detect that at CERN if you do the right experiments. And who knows, maybe you'll eventually get it to the point where things can materialize in the history in the past, because the networks can be hacked by people in the future. And so there'll no longer be a historical point in time at which things appear. And then you'll have proven that I'm Tom Cruise.